What up, y'all? This is Ladies with Keke. My name is Dana B.
And I am Cassie J.
Today we bring you Atlanta Housewives, Season 12, Episode 2.
Oh, that's how you feel?
Cheating hearts.
Don't know what song that is, but
we just ran with it.
It's a Ladies with Keke original. Check that out. We're gonna be dropping an album next month.
What she said?
Winter 2019.
Don't check for nothing.
It'll be on all platforms.
Don't check for nothing.
That's how they be saying it. It'll be on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
Yeah, don't be looking for nothing. Please don't, because it's not. So, this episode, as I look over my little notes here, Porsha and Kanzi and Cynthia are having lunch because, as you guys remember last week, they were supposed to originally have this lunch. It was supposed to have been Eva there too, so they could tell Porsha about them running into Sincerely at the OLG. But because Kenya decided to jump gun and spill the beans, it is now just these three lovely ladies because Eva is not here because they're having a little tension now. So they just kind of let her know, we originally wanted to sit down and tell you because we didn't want to tell you at the party. And Porsha kind of was like, why? Well, Porsha, it's a party. This is not the time. It's a kid's party. It's not really the time to tell you about your private business. But as friends do, and I use air quotes because, these are friends, but these are also co-workers on this show. Because I feel like friends probably would have already had this conversation with each other. I don't feel like we would have had to sit down and have this lunch. I would already kind of known a little bit more about what's happening on here. That's why I said friends do. They're like, girl, okay, for real, what's really going on? Like, with you and Dennis. So, she kind of lets them know, yeah, he did. It was an infidelity. And I'm hurt. I'm in a low place. I don't know what to do. This is not how I imagined my life. This is not what I wanted. And Candy was like, so is it what we read in the blogs, girl? Like, she said, because, if it's just a little cheating, you can get past that, right?
Apparently there was, some drug abuse, some bestiality.
Yeah, she's like, a little cheating, we can get over that, right? And she was like, you could tell that kind of bothered her a little bit. She was like, people get past a little cheating, but it
depends on how you cheat.
Depending on who you cheated with, depending on how many times you cheated. It depends on when. Because the thing was, apparently he cheated while she was pregnant.
Right.
And that's why she's the most hurt. Because it's like, if you cheated early on.
Sacred time.
Yes. Because it's like, at that point, you don't got engaged. You don't told her that you want to build this life with her. Y'all got a baby on the way. You don't moved in with her.
You know what?
All that.
That's what pisses me off, though.
What?
About men. This whole, I want to build my life with you, da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, you screwing around with every other chick. Then why did you bring this whole...
Why did you start this?
Yeah, world to me. Like, this is what we're going to do. So I'm thinking this is what we're going to do. But it's like, if that's not what you want, you could have kept it a buck.
Right.
Like, you didn't have to, sell me a dream if that's not what you really wanted.
Right.
That's what it's like, just keep it a buck, okay? If you really want to, have your fun, then cool. You can't, it's basically, I have to be in a relationship with you, but you're single. Right. It doesn't work that way.
I'm
committed to you,
right?
But you're committed to whomever walks past you.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Unacceptable.
So they talked about how the whole thing came about, like how Kenya, she's like, well, Kenya heard us, so this is why she came to you. And she was like, well, I was telling Kenya about Eva. And she was like, oh, because they kind of was like, well, how did this even come up? Like, why was y'all even talk? She was like, well, I told her that Eva didn't want to bring her baby around because of the whole energy with her. And she was like, but they never really had an issue or nothing. And they was like, well, no, that's why I just told her. And so that's why she told me. So that's why Kenya said something. Because I guess she was kind of like, I don't want y'all to be mad at Kenya. I told her something, so she told me, and that's where that came about. So Cynthia calls after they have their lunch. Cynthia calls, and she tells Eva's getting ready to do dish because, Porsha's out, and Eva's filling in for Porsha while she's out on leave at Dish Nation Network
and the Ricky
or whatever.
Smiley Show and all that stuff.
And, you know, that was kind of like what they was trying to tell her, too. Like, you need to get back to work. Like, you need to get back into your regular routine. And she was just like, I'm just not ready. Like, I broke down crying. I'm just not ready to go back.
She probably going through, like, postpartum,
Yeah,
too.
and mothers do go through that. Yeah. Even when the fathers are still there and active. It's just a hard thing. It's an emotional thing.
That's another thing. Guys don't realize we have a lot of hormones that alter our mood. It's not like I want to be sad. You know what I mean? It's not like I want to be sad. I can't help that I'm crying for no freaking reason. Like,
they cry when they're pregnant.
Child,
they didn't have chocolate ice cream.
Hormones are the worst.
Yeah,
it really is the worst.
It's a lot that she's going through.
Yeah.
So, as I said on the last video, I liked Eva before the show.
Yeah.
You know,
Eva is...
This show, to me, it doesn't do justice for her in the sense of, it doesn't paint her in a good light. She doesn't paint herself in a good light.
Thank you. I'm about to say, she does it to herself.
I was going to get that. Yeah, it just doesn't do well. It's not a good thing for her. She's not representing herself very well on the show.
Because the problem with Eva is, all right.
She throw the rocks and hide her hand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have that same energy when that person's in front of you.
Yes.
You talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
So she's getting her makeup done.
She was like, do I gotta do, like, I'm tired of these nappy-headed hoes.
That was what I was about to say. That comment, that I didn't like. And then as Cynthia was calling her, as the makeup artist was like, someone's calling you. And she was like, it says mother. She was like, oh, yes, mother. Now, mind you, last season, she was making shade at Cynthia, calling her
she's
the mother of the den, saying she was old. So now you have Cynthia on your phone that's mother. So when she answered, she was like, hello, mother. And, I mean, I was just like, okay, if Cynthia is fine with being called mother, okay, I guess we can't be mad about it. But I'm like, it's still shade.
So I have a question regarding their relationship.
What's that?
I feel they're so close now
because she's mad at Nene? I do too.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That is Cynthia's whole
That's
ammo.
what I don't like.
Whole...
I like Cynthia. I do like Cynthia. However, I don't like it when every time she's beefing with Nene,
she's friends with somebody else.
Right, but then once
Kenya,
buddy
relationship.
Right,
but you see
as
now,
soon as her and Nene are back to being besties, she's back to kissing Nene's ass.
Her loyalty is not true 110%.
I wish she just stopped kissing whoever her friend is at the time, kissing their ass.
Yeah.
Stop being an ass kisser, Cynthia. I like you, girl.
Be true
but stop
to you
being
first and foremost. And I mean, you can be true to your friends without going
kissing
so hard,
ass.
right? Like you don't gotta go so hard.
Like she was so
everybody.
like when the whole Kenya and Eva thing. Oh yeah, well she doesn't know you, Kenya. Da 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 da. Like I understand where she's coming from. Why? Because now Eva's your new bestie. Because if Kenya was your new bestie, you'd be like, oh no, Eva, that's not right.
Right.
Kenya would never do that. Like I don't like how she's such a flip flopper. Whomever she's besties with, that's the ass she's kissing right now.
Even though, yes, I am a Candy fan, it's sometimes Candy just sit there and don't say nothing. And sometimes that's the best thing to do. Sometimes you just got to just sit and just be like, because I can't choose a side on this, because it's like, I'm just, and if somebody say something about it, be like, so what did you say? Girl, I didn't say shit. Because it wasn't nothing for me to say. They had nothing to do with me. I mean, I couldn't say nothing. Now, if you're talking about somebody that's one of my ride or dies, if you say something out the way about them, then okay. But it's like, sometimes you just got to learn to just be quiet and just, or if somebody's just being just foul, then you got to just say to them, okay, that was just foul.
Right.
And that is what it is. But when y'all just being petty and just tit for tat type stuff, sometimes you just need to let it be. Okay, girl, you need to say it to her.
Yeah.
You need to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a part of this. So, yeah, that little nappy head hoes comment, nappy headed heifers, whatever she said, that nappy head period part.
Exactly.
I was like,
keep that same energy, and here's the thing: if that's how you feel, cool, no problem. Have that same energy in front of their face.
You gonna get these haters calling people nappy head.
I promise you, if someone brings anything that she said back up in her face, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I didn't say that.
No, that's what she's gonna be like. Girl, we all nappy head.
Yeah, like don't downplay your disrespect.
Because this is what made me upset about Cynthia and Eva at that point. So they're sitting there talking, and she was like, don't give her the Marlo Hampton read that you gave, on the bus. And I'm like, okay, girl. Okay, all right. Okay. So now you're the queen of reading. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that you're the best reader right here. Okay, all right. That's what you're trying to say.
Maybe in LA, but not in Atlanta.
Let me
Because
tell you
these
something.
women read.
They will get down. Remember, Candy said she will drag you in this bitch. So some people just don't want to do it. They're not up for the words. They're not up for the discussions. Porsha will get down with you sometime in the words. The least likely that's going to read you is the person you're on the phone with, which is Cynthia Bailey.
Right.
She doesn't do the reading so well. Remember, she was sitting there trying to learn how to read. She's like, I didn't learn how to read.
I know how to throw some shade.
She don't know. Okay? So, stop. So, it then goes to Noelle and Cynthia. Noelle's coming back home from college. Noelle is so beautiful.
She really is.
She's such
I
a
like her
beautiful girl.
personality. I like her vibe.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
You know when I fell in love with her, when she told her mama, do you have low self-esteem?
I mean,
I was like, I'm here for you, little girl.
she was like, so why would you put up with this?
She was like, Cynthia didn't have no words. She was like, why would you say that? She said, I'm just saying, why would you deal with this?
So Noelle told her mom that she's fluid. So
Yes,
she's kind of like,
she says, I have a couple of girls I see.
you know,
in
she
school."
dates girls, she dates guys, she dates whoever she likes. So
Cynthia
whoever
was
likes her.
like, so who are you dating right now? Like, that's all I need to know.
I like that though. Like, I like the
Accepting.
yeah. For one, love is love. I don't do what you want to do. There's
Yes.
nothing. I can't stand when people are
If
like
you're
so
safe and happy.
You know what I mean? I can't stand when people are like so disgusted. Like, oh my god, da da. It's like that has nothing to do with me. I'm not sleeping with this person. Hey, love is love.
Because you're
Do
going
what
to
you
cause
want.
somebody to hurt themselves or do something crazy
Right.
when you're trying to
And
keep
she
them from
honestly
being
is
who they
healthy.
are.
Like, just she's trying to find herself, find out what
Yes.
she likes. So if her exploring whatever, same sex, different sex, whatever, like,
Just-
I like it.
Just as long as she's being safe and happy.
And I'm glad that
honest
she can
with
have
it.
this open relationship with Cynthia. I like their relationship together.
Yeah, I like her relationship with her dad too. Both her parents.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I would want, like, if I ever do have a child, I would want a relationship like that.
With your
open
child?
door. you
Open
know
door
what I mean?
policy?
Open door, but it's still respectful. Like, you can't just talk to me
Don't
sideways.
be
We
like,
ain't friends.
Don't be like, so listen, bitch. Let me tell
You
you,
know what I'm
whatever.
saying? We ain't friends,
I'm sorry,
but
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
what'd you say?
I can be your confidant. Like, you could talk to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna judge you. I'm gonna be there for you. So,
Yeah.
I like it.
I agree with that. I think that kids should be they should feel comfortable.
And
to talk to
truthfully,
their parents.
Cynthia's also open because Noelle is older now. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, yeah, like me and Mike, you left, Mike came in. Like,
She did. She said, so yeah, when you left, he came.
and it was like, pause.
She said, not, she said, she was like, okay, mom.
Yeah.
He came.
And I'm glad that Noelle said that. I'm happy to see you happy.
Right. She was like, I mean, before, she said, I
Saw
didn't see you with
you're
my dad.
I was too young for that.
And then all I seen was you and Peter.
Always
so I never
fighting.
really seen
You happy and in
in
love.
a happy relationship.
When I say in love, but like, you know, in a
Healthy, happy
yeah,
relationship.
Yeah. So that was cute.
So, Marlo and Candy hang out with the kids. Marlo had her nephews, and she was telling her that, she basically had custody of her nephews. Marlo did.
Yeah.
Because her sister
Her older sister's in a mental institute because she's bipolar and
is
schizophrenic.
schizophrenic. And I like this scene with Marlo
'Cause you get to see
you get to see
Marlo.
her as more relatable. You see another
Right.
side more of her. Now, I've always liked Marlo too.
Yeah. I like her reads. She's
I
very
do
very
like
entertaining.
Marlo. Now, I will admit the difference between Marlo and Heavenly is Marlo doesn't always go looking for trouble necessarily. Like, she doesn't always. I said always. Sometimes,
Most
yes.
of the time.
Sometimes
9
she
times
does.
out of 10. No one's talking to Marlo, but she will insert herself
She will.
to defend Nene.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to say, because the next thing was Candy told her basically to show us you outside of Nene.
Yeah.
People need to see the real you. And that was why, because she was telling her what was going on. She was like, I have so much going on in my life, And she said, we need to see that. We need to see the real you.
Mm-hmm.
Because most time people see you as Nene's friend, defending Nene. And she was like, I know more about you than other people do. And, you're a great person, but we don't get to see that. All we see is the whole Nene stuff. And she was like, I know. And she was like, but that's my friend, and I don't want her. She basically, I don't want her to be misunderstood. So the relationship she has with Nene, I feel, is kind of like what we were just talking about. Sometimes stuff happens with your friend, and you want to try to defend your friend because you don't want people to get the wrong idea and impression. But sometimes you got to learn to have that balance and know when to step back and let your friend just take up for themselves, or just let people. This is what it is. So, I think that's what Candy was trying to get her to understand. Like, you need to have your relationship with these girls outside of Nene. You came in the circle. You're here now. Like, we can get to know you without her. We don't need Nene for you to have a relationship with these girls. And she kind of was starting. That's how her and Cynthia started having a relationship. They was having a relationship outside of Nene.
Yeah, because at one point, her, Marlo and Nene weren't friends.
Right. So it's like, and Nene called her out on that one time. She was like, you don't fell out with everybody over here. So she said, tell them why we're not friends no more, Nene. Tell them why we're not friends. Nene was running. Now, that's what I can say I do like about Marlo is Marlo was probably one of the only ones besides Candy that would stand up
to Nene.
Yeah. Porsha kind of did that last year when she was trying to check her about trying to get her fired from Dish.
But it's like, I guess,
in the show.
I guess because Porsha's so much younger.
She looked up her, she was like, that's my sister and all that stuff.
Yeah, so.
Candy was like, I don't give a fuck about none of this.
Facts.
I'm going to still get my checks after the show is over.
I used to follow Marlo on Snap, and I was wondering, like, why does she always have now all of a sudden kids? Like on her Snap stuff, so I'm glad to see like, oh, this is why. Like,
I follow her on Instagram.
She does have her nephews a lot, always doing stuff with them. So.
And she was going back home. I think she's from Florida. She was going back home a lot, and I was like, why do you keep going back home so much? And
so
now it starts to make sense.
So I'm glad to see a different side of Marlo.
I
love Marlo.
I like the calmer her. I like the turn up Marlo too, but I really do like the softer
I feel
side
like
of Marlo
this
too.
would be a great way for Marlo to actually get a peach. I feel like because Marlo could get a peach, but she don't want a peach because she don't want people in her business. But I feel
I'm not mad at that.
Well, we still don't know how she make her coinage, so she may be a lady of the night. Who knows?
She don't want you knowing about how she paid for that townhouse. Okay,
honey. But
so.
I want to see more of Marlo, not just as a friend of the show, but actually have a peach.
I do. So Shamia comes to visit Porsha, and Porsha was like, "It's amazing how much has changed in a year." She was like, "Me and Shamia would usually be planning a trip,
talking about what wig we're gonna buy,
and then show these little scenes of them twerking and all that stuff." And she said, "Now look at us, we both got kids." And
That's
it was
really
so
good.
funny showing the little shade the kids was throwing as they was talking. They were showing the babies' faces and they were saying, the babies looking at them like, what?
I will say that it's really good to have like your best friend have the same type of transition.
Y'all are
because
together.
It's like, y'all single and then now y'all family life together. It's a good thing.
I agree because sometimes it's hard. It's kind of like when we talk about the whole married couples and stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard if, okay, your friend goes off and get married and then you're still single and it's kind of like you want to do stuff and your friend is like,
oh, I can't, got family now. So now that y'all both have that whole family life, y'all know that
you
y'all
understand
can't,
when your friend be like, girl,
chill like y'all used to chill. But when y'all do chill, it's a good time.
let's do a play date.
Yeah.
Right.
And the babies are similar in age. I mean, Shamia's a little bit older, like a couple months or whatever,
Right.
but they can still have play dates. That's
So
cute.
they sat down and they was kind of talking and she was just telling her what was going on, how she was feeling and stuff. And I was just like, I was happy to see them two come back together too because they had fell out for a minute. So I was happy because, it's hard to find real friends. And when you get them,
Better hold on to them,
you
y'all.
do. Let the petty stuff go. Life is too short, and you need to hold on to them. But she basically, Porsha told her that Dennis had stayed the night.
And got some.
Yes, they slept together. She said, so what does this mean? Does this mean
was
y'all
like-
back together?
She said, no, it means I'm human.
So that mean y'all back together?
No, I get that vulnerability. Like she said, her 6 weeks.
Yeah, her 6 weeks was over.
Yeah, so
So
she
she
was
can
like,
get it now.
might as well go back to what you know.
Go back to the old thing. Don't add to my body count.
You know what I'm saying? But then it honestly does give out mixed signals because now he thinks, oh, everything's cool. All right, babe, I'll see you
All
later.
I gotta do is take a little bit of time away from you.
Yeah,
And
it's like,
come
no,
back and
it
everything
doesn't
will be
work
fine.
that way. You need to put in the work for me to build that trust again.
And that's what she was saying. She said, I don't want him to think that's all it's gonna take. You can mess up and then we can take a little break and then you
I'm
can
all
come
forgiven.
back. Right.
No.
So she said she told him that she wanted to do counseling. And she was like, he agreed to it, but she was like, I'm just nervous about this because it's one of them things where you feel like you know somebody did something, but you're scared to hear them actually say the words.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't know how that's gonna go. So, I was saying that. So, who was it that went and sat with? Who was that Kenya was with when they went to the store? They went to a bead store.
Cynthia, I think.
Was it Cynthia she went to the store with?
I think so.
Anyway, Kenya went to the store to try to get some things to cleanse the energy.
Yeah, it was Cynthia. She was like, because she like, since, your friend Eva thinks I'm so
I have
toxic.
this bad energy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was like, who was that she went to the store with? And she was just like, yeah, I'm over here and I'm just get this energy stuff. I'm gonna get me some things. She said, you need some things too because you're hanging around certain people. You might want to pick you up a couple of things too. And so she was like, I mean, it was a misunderstanding. So that's what you was talking about earlier about her defending
now
her
she's
again.
Yeah,
you're trying to defend her again. No, she said what she said. She meant what she said. It wasn't no misunderstanding. She said it.
I
she
mean,
meant
like, it was just the thing that makes Eva. But like her comment of, I'm not bringing my son because I don't know what type of scenario this is. It's like, it is kind of shady. It's like we're at a kid's party. What do you expect
never
to
had
happen?
no issue with her, so why would she run up on you?
Basically, of what she heard, I could see if it was like something that wasn't a kid's function.
Exactly.
I understand that.
She's not going to invite nobody there that she knows she's going to fight.
Yeah.
Right. So
because it's like, in Kenya's, I guess, defense, it's like, dang, you're already judging me without even knowing me.
Right.
So you already have some type of vex against me. You don't even know me. So.
And she was like, well, she was talking about the gift that Eva gave her was a doll for Brooklyn. She was like, yeah, I seen that. She was like, yeah, we're not going to keep that. It's going to go back.
Yikes.
And I was like, Kenya.
That's not nice.
And it showed, what was worse was production showing the tape of her pulling it out of the box. It's like, yeah, that's going back. So I was like, here we go. This is starting.
The seed has been planted and it's about to grow.
And it's about to
throughout
grow to
this
a
entire
full
season.
blossom of bullshit.
Yep.
So, I just was like, you're going to get these beads and then what? What are we going to do? We're going to burn some sage and stuff? You think it's going to clear this? Listen, this stuff has been going on for how many years? 12 years? Nothing's going to burn. Nothing's going to burn anything that's going to up. So Eva, Candy, and Cynthia, they go dress shopping because they're going to be doing the LGBT. Listen, it's really like 11. Yes, it's like
parade.
11 letters for that.
In New York. And basically, Cynthia wants to do it because to support Noelle.
Noelle, yes.
And so Cynthia was like, I know Nene's going to be there, so I'll make sure I look good. And it's like, girl, you being so petty.
Stop trying to impress that girl.
Nene ain't thinking about
girl.
you. Nene is not thinking about you.
Go about your business. Look good for you, girl.
Facts.
So as they're sitting there and they're talking, Cynthia tells Eva that Porsha told Kenya what she had said about the comment about her having bad energy. That's why she didn't bring her kids. So, of course, instead of Eva just saying, oh, well, I didn't mean anything by that, taking that route with it, she's like, these girls better find something else to talk about. Okay.
But it's like, sweetie, you don't find other things to talk about. You talk about them all the time.
She was like, Porsha not telling her business, worrying about me,
and talking about everybody else.
You about that C-section and stuff.
It's like, I felt like it was too much.
She was just spewing stuff.
Yeah, it was
a
little too much. It was a little too much.
She was like, she need to worry about getting back to work.
It was a little too much.
That's why, if it wasn't for the show, I would like Eva. But her being on the show, I don't like Eva on this show. Because you say all these things, and it's just like,
but you don't have that same energy when they're in front of you.
But then, when they confront you, it's like...
You want to backpedal and pussy pop.
I said that, but listen, I said that, but this is what happened. Cynthia said this, and Candy said this. Candy was like, I didn't... No, Candy didn't. Cynthia gonna be like, no, I did not say that. I just simply told you But didn't you say
she's going to deny it and try to flip
she's
it on
gonna try to
else.
throw everybody under the bus with her.
Yeah.
I'm not going under this bus by myself.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna go under the bus.
Yeah.
Well, Cynthia and Candy weren't saying anything when I said it. They were laughing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they were laughing or not. You were the one that said it.
But she's not going to own up to it.
She's not.
I do like her on the Ricky Smiley show, but on this, like you said, on this show, she's fake.
It's like, why?
She is so
what's
fake.
the reason for you having so much energy and animosity toward these people? That I mean, like, what did Porsha do to you?
Nothing.
You got a job right now because of her. Girl, sit yourself down. Be thankful. Be humble. So, you could tell that Candy was like uncomfortable. She was just kind of like.
I think this is where Cynthia said, "This is my bestie or my BFF or something." And Candy was like, "When did y'all become BFFs?"
She did. She was like, "Since when?" I thought Kenya was your BFF. And she kind of laughed, and I was like, "But you know what?" Nene said the same thing when her and Kenya had started, and she said, "So since when have y'all become BFF?" So that's the thing. You're just a friend hopper.
Yeah.
You gonna do some friendship contracts?
I remember that one.
Right. So
I will say that Cynthia was a good friend to Nene.
she was very loyal to her.
Extremely. Too
To a
loyal.
fault.
Yeah, too loyal.
Then
I
when she
love me some
said she
Nene, but
took
it's
Ren
like,
up into Nene's ass, like people making comment, like you. It's nothing wrong with you being loyal to your friend, but you got to be loyal to yourself first.
Facts.
Like it's nothing wrong with that, but just be loyal to yourself too.
yeah.
So it finished up
ended
with Porsha going to therapy with Dennis.
So they went to Dr. Sherry. I know y'all seen Dr. Sherry. She
on a
was like on
couple
Braxton
Braxton's.
Family Values. I think she might have done
Married
Married
to
to
Medicine.
Medicine. She's in Atlanta. And it didn't go as planned. She
was
left
in
it
30
crying.
minutes.
Yeah, crying. So her sister, Portia's sister, came over to the house, and Porsha explained, like, you know, he started
told the
crying.
truth.
He started because she says, "Tell me the truth. I want to know what's going on. Like, what happened?" He tells her the truth. And it broke her heart, basically. Like, yeah, I did cheat on you while you were pregnant. And she said she was done with talking about it, and she ran up out of there. Now, that part, I'm like, well, that's not going to resolve anything. Why did you run up out of there? You asked for the truth. He gave you the truth, and now you want to run up out of there? How about you resolve it? Because you have a media. This is the time to
do it.
You know what I mean?
This is the
to
place.
sort it out.
I think it's like I said, I want to know something. I don't think she was really mentally prepared to go in and hear that.
Well, that's what you asked for, baby.
Yeah, it's what you asked for, but
Buckle up, Buttercup.
I just don't think that she was ready.
I feel like this is why men never tell the truth. Because we're like, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Then he tells you the truth.
I can handle it. That'd be the other part. I can handle it. Then as soon as I say it.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, she's already emotionally.
She is. It's a lot.
She's had a baby. This
going through a lot.
bomb just dropped. It's a lot. She should have went to therapy just for herself.
She should have.
Let alone with him. And so she's saying that she's done. And I get it.
She was just like, she can't recover from that because she said she can't. And Lauren was kind of like,
this happened to me too.
Maybe you should try to work it out. She was like, no, you went through this and you're on your own and you're doing just fine. And that's something, you can't do that. We're all guilty of it. We've all done this at some point in life, compared yourself to somebody else and be like, well, you know, you do this and you're fine. Well, you were able to do this. Why can't I? Because you're not her.
Right. You can't really walk in someone else's shoes.
Yeah, you have to do what's best for you.
Right.
And that's just what it boils down to. You can't look at somebody else's life and say, oh, well, somebody else is doing that, so I'm going to do it.
And that's why sometimes people need to stop looking outward.
Yep.
And, like, see everyone else's relationship, because everyone's relationship is not perfect.
It's fine.
So you really need to just focus on you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, you got it going on. That's your life. Your life is perfect for you.
I'm happy for you.
But I need to work on me. I can't try to imitate your life because it may not work for me. So,
yeah. So
it's
you just do
sad that she
what's
went
best
through
for
this.
you and what's going to work for you. And you got to, and when you do what's best for you, it's easier for you to walk in your truth.
Yeah,
and
your truth.
When people say these kind of things to you, if you're confident and happy with the choices that you made,
it wouldn't
you can
matter.
You can deal with that stuff. Well, girl, I'm happy. And when your life start going in whatever direction it's supposed to go into, then people ain't got nothing to say. It's like, oh, well, that girl is over there doing it. because you were doing what was best for you and you were walking in what you were supposed to be doing versus trying to be this person and that person and shit just fall apart.
Yeah.
So
honestly, I don't see them being together. I feel like he's probably like a cheater. That's what he does.
That's just him.
I mean, we had the warning signs, didn't we?
They talked about it, but
I mean, I get it. Trust and believe. I get it, honey. I've had one where all the warning sign was right there, blatant, but I'm still like, oh no, he could change
him, girl.
Yeah. So live and learn.
You can't change anybody.
You cannot.
You can be the person that someone wants to change for.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get that mixed up with you can change somebody.
She preaching.
It's two different things.
She preaching.
So
past the collection plate.
because I was just telling somebody about this the other day, and I was like, I think not just women. People like to say women always want to change somebody. It's not just us. Men think the same thing. We get it mixed up with I can change somebody. No, you can't change anybody. You have to want to change on your own.
Right.
But you can get around people. You can be with people, and people make you want to change to be a better you. It's just being around them. They have just encouraged you to want to be a better person. Mm-hmm. So they didn't change you. You made a conscious decision to change yourself from being around them. I've changed since knowing Dana. Dana didn't change me. Just being around Dana, I was just like, you know what? I want to start doing this more. And it has nothing to do with her, because if me and Dana didn't talk anymore, I'm still going to probably do these things that I started to change since knowing her. So I can't say, oh, this is Dana's fault that I'm doing this. Even though sometimes I throw shade at her, like, Dana, you know what? This is your fault. I do A, B, and C. It's just me throwing shade at her just because it's part of our relationship. I do it at home, my boo. I say it to him all the time. Babe, this is your fault. I do A, B, and C. And he just be like, oh, okay. So, I mean, so don't ever let somebody take that from you. If you are with somebody and you feel like I've changed because I've been with you, if this is something that you want to do for you, don't let nobody ever tell you, oh, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be doing A, B, and C.
Right.
No, I did this for me. I didn't do this shit for you. So I think that's part of the reason why Porsha's kind of in the situation she in. She felt like she probably did some stuff for him. Mm-hmm. Girl, don't let that man tell you. Don't let that man take nothing from you. Girl, you better get up. Porsha's an amazing person. Like, she has a lot.
She's grown. She's matured a lot.
Think about when we first seen her in that controlling ass relationship.
Yes, she has grown.
Remember when she was going to Vegas? Well, I got to call him, and I got to talk to, what was his name? Cordell. I got to call Cordell. You know, my husband don't want me going out here to clubs and stuff. She went from that woman who was calling her husband to get permission and trying to convince us, well, I'm not really getting permission. When you become a married woman, you'll understand, you know, you want to talk with your husband. Girl, bye. So look at her now out here twerking and stuff.
I'm glad she's grown. I mean, she still got some growing to do.
She do. She's still young and stuff, but
she really ain't, though. She's like almost 40.
She's not 40.
She's almost 40. She is not that young.
She's like 30. She's about our age.
No, ma'am. She is no, ma'am. She is not no 31.
Late 30s?
Yes.
I thought Porsha was in that.
She look good, but she up there in them numbers.
I thought Porsha was like her mid-30s.
I'm gonna Google her name. I'm her age.
Okay, while she's doing that, I'm just gonna wrap this on up. But take all that with you guys, you know. Be blessed, be well, be prosperous. Have a productive week, and we will see you guys.
38 years old.
Dang.
Until next time. Bye guys.